special presentation.
Joanna.
We demand a hearing on Faneuil Hall. Change the name. We demand a hearing on Faneuil Hall. Change the name.
Change the name.
Change the name.
Peter Faneuil was a slaveholder.
You're not supposed to be doing this.
He was a slave owner. How can you stand with a slave holder?
I'm going to take a brief recess.
Thank you, Madam President.
Please put your signs down. You're not allowed to have signs in the city council.
Madam President, we demand a hearing on Faneuil Hall.
Hear that loud and clear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we expect for you to set a hearing on Faneuil Hall, Madam President.
And at this point, I'd like to honor these young people.
Madam President, are you going to set a hearing on Faneuil Hall?
We can talk offline.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
But at this time, we don't allow signs.
I understand that, but until you decide that there will be a hearing on Faneuil Hall, we won't have to do this. Okay? We
Don't
wouldn't
deny
have to
black
do
voices
this.
in Boston.
You
Don't
did
deny black
this.
voices in Boston.
Set a
You're
hearing.
trying to talk. You got 3 letters already.
Set a
No
hearing.
response. Don't deny black voices in Boston.
Set a hearing, Madam President.
We demand a public hearing on changing the name of Faneuil Hall. In the spirit of the Sons of Liberty, we demand a hearing. A statue of Samuel Adams stands in front of the building built with proceeds from the slave sale by Peter Faneuil, built on money earned by selling black slaves. We demand a public hearing. You do not work for the mayor of Boston. You work for your constituents.
Absolutely. And that goes for all the councilors in this chamber.
All we're asking for is...
Councilor Flynn, Councilor Garrison, I see you over there, and you're not saying anything. Yeah? We need a hearing on Faneuil Hall. What's your response?
We're asking for the truth to be said. We know that if the truth is said, that we'll break down stereotypes and biases and prejudices that we've had in the past, and that will let you free. We're asking for a dialogue to discuss these things and how we should move so that we can move toward restorative justice and parity in this great city, and that it can be the cradle of liberty.
And under Rule 39,
That's right.
39,
You are
not allowed
under the rules
to
of this
demonstrate.
democracy in Boston, we have a right to be heard.
Absolutely.
We have
This is the
petitioned, we have
people's
petitioned
chamber,
the
but not
Boston City
here.
Council.
This is the people's chamber. Yes.
Romeo.
This is the people's chamber.
We've tried to explain to them that under Rule 39, there should be no
Freedom of speech.
demonstration during...
This is a democracy, is it not? This is the people's chamber, as I
I
thought.
didn't follow.
We have
We
all rights to
demand
be
a
here.
public hearing.
We have all rights to be here. This is a public
There's no signs
institution.
allowed in the city council
This
meeting.
is a public institution.
All right, and I'm going to read Rule 39.
And where's
No
the rule that says
demonstration
that we are
of
deserving of a
approval
public hearing?
or
Where is
disapproval.
that rule? Where is the rule that says that we are deserving of a public hearing?
And there is no law
Where is
in the
the
city
rule that
charter
says
or
that we are
the
deserving
rules
of a
of the
public
council
hearing?
that you're
If we are
required to have a
scheduled a
hearing?
public hearing, we wouldn't have to do this.
But there is no rule that
This
says...
is well within our democratic rights to do
So they
this.
don't. I just want you to know that, that's all. And for these young people, what a terrible...
This is honoring them, showing you guys how democracy works. This is a part of the process. This is how it
Guys, you want to
works.
follow up for a second, please?
Yep.
Please? For what reason, sir?
Because we have council rules
They
for
have
a
rules
reason.
over here that they have...
So you call the police on us?
I never call police.
Okay.
We have
So
council
they have
rules.
badges and guns.
We have council rules that say Signs are not allowed, we just do that for everybody.
Okay, so are we
So
subject to arrest?
as we are,
Officer, we're subject to arrest?
as
You just called the police on us?
They're not the policemen.
No, you just called the police on us.
they were not called. They were
So,
not
so
called.
why are they here then? Oh, they just showed up?
That's the truth. I called security.
You called the police
I called security.
because of public protest. We are well within our constitutional rights to do this.
No, you're not. This is a city council meeting and
This is
signs
city,
are not
yes,
allowed.
we are part of this city
And
process.
there's reasonable
And we are
restrictions
members
on
of
that.
this
You can have
city.
your time, but it's
Oh,
not
we
now.
sir, we have not been allowed the time. We have not been allowed the time. We've sent 4 letters to each of you over the last year. You have not allowed us
I
the
haven't
time.
gotten a letter, but that's neither here nor there. This is not the way to do it.
Give us a date for a hearing and we'll leave.
I will.
Give us a date and we will leave.
No.
Okay, fine.
I would want
So we
those
will
kids to
let,
speak first.
we will let your constituents know
Please,
how
it's
you
District
feel.
1, East Boston, Charlestown, and the North End. None of them have called me about this, by the way.
Oh,
Not one of my
okay,
constituents.
because this does not affect them.
Maybe councilors.
Yeah, because they're part of the 1%, yes?
No, that's not true at all.
Did you not read the Boston Globe article?
Councilors, staff.
Yeah, so you know that they're part of the 1%.
No, I know my district
Not
very
part
well.
of the $5 and
You do not.
$8
You do
percentage
not know my
that,
district
yes,
very well.
that
We have
we
the
are
largest
part
housing
of.
development.
Counselor, you represent the entire city.
I represent the entire city,
That's
No,
right.
she
but I
just said
represent
she
District
represents
1.
the North End.
Yeah,
That's
I
And
know
you know
what
what?
you're saying, but you
You're
represent
the
the whole
only
city.
ones who've actually ever approached us about this.
That
And
doesn't
letters,
matter.
not one of you
So
have ever
what does
called.
that have to do with morality?
It has everything.
What does it have to? That has nothing to do with morality. If I'm the only person, if
What
it's
does
an
this have
issue,
to do with morality?
if this is
Kevin, this is about you.
listen, no, it's not. No, this is about slavery. And this, no, it's not about me. It's not about me, lady.
It is completely
Lady, it's not about
you.
me.
You should be ashamed
No,
of
no.
yourself.
If it's about me, I'll be the only person standing here.
Go, why don't
Our
you
children
stand
have a right
naked
to be
again
heard too,
in front
but
of
they
the
can't
State House
tell you.
pretending to be a slave?
Go
Why don't you
stand
do that
naked again.
That was about you.
Thank you.
It's
Wow.
not
That
about
was about you.
It's not about them. It's not personal.
All right, guys.
It's not the mayor and
And
his.
it's not being personal.
But it's
You
not
shut
about
down
them.
kids for this.
Did you
You
just
shut down
say-
children for this.
Did you just tell
Says
me you
about
were
me.
stand naked again?
Embarrassing right now. You are embarrassing.
No, you are embarrassing.
I'm not going to shut it anymore. But I'm going to say this.
Unbelievable.
Wait till they
Unbelievable.
go.
Lydia with the Y. Make sure you get it right when you speak about it on
Yes.
social media.
Yes.
You have no
No,
idea what
I
you're
don't
talking
need,
about.
Channel 7 is catching up.
guys.
Yes.
And I'm sitting here
I don't have to
my
tweet
constituents
anything.
who have issues
We
with
go-
displacement,
we go as soon as we-
issues with trying to stay in this city,
Yes.
issues with living in the
And
hardship.
Faneuil Hall is a part of that process.
Issue. You do not
Not
even
one
talk
black,
20 issues.
not one black proprietor
Systemic
has a
justice.
business
This
in
is
Faneuil Hall. Did you
I'll
think
say
about
this.
that?
I'll say this. You should be
Not one
ashamed of
black
yourself.
person
I'll
has
say
a
this.
business in Faneuil Hall.
I'll say this.
That should be a
not
problem,
gonna change with me.
I'll
Counselor.
say this. Are you ready to listen for a moment?
Yes.
We have council rules for a reason.
Kevin and I know what those rules are.
And
They're
don't
right
you
here.
all
They're
break
right
the
here.
rules all the
Are
time.
you ready to listen
You
for
all
a
break the
minute?
rules all. Let's not talk about rules, Counselor.
Okay.
Let's talk
All I
about.
know is this.
Give us
We
a
had a
hearing.
presentation
Give
for
us a
these young
hearing,
people
and
that
we'll
we had
go.
to cancel just now.
Give us a date when we can come
Because
back and speak to
literally
you
we
in
could
chamber.
not execute on
Give us
that.
a date.
And that's sad.
Give us a date, Andrea.
Thank
Give
you.
us a date, and we'll come back and see you.
Please clear the chamber.
All right, guys.
Stay here.
Clear the chamber.
You guys can't stand there, just I think you guys can clear out.
Well, we're not going to leave.
Please clear the
Who's in charge of this?
You guys can
So
get
you?
locked up for just
People are in
about
charge.
$20, so that's-
People in the city of Boston in charge.
All right, do me a favor, guys. It's time to clear the chambers. It's time to go. Okay?
Sir, let me just make a
We
statement.
could talk
No,
about it
no, no.
outside the chambers. Okay? They have to clear the chambers. Okay?
These chambers belong to the people.
Okay, I understand, sir. Sir.
Okay,
So don't
unless
delegate
you
yourself
say-
anything.
No,
It's time to go.
You don't
It's time to
understand.
go.
No, you don't understand.
Time to go, guys.
I've worked here for 10 years.
Okay, then you should know the
No,
rules
I
and
do know the
regulations.
rules.
Okay, so then
And the
pick up your
and
stuff
the
and
city
let's
council
go.
is not in session right now. The session has been canceled.
Okay, so we have to close the
no,
chambers.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. Time to go.
Sorry.
Let's go,
You
guys.
don't know the rules. Well, if you think you know the rules, then arrest me. If you think you know the
That's
rules.
what you want. and
No,
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
give you
I
satisfaction.
don't. I
Time to
want to
go.
stand
Let's go.
here. I want
I
to.
can't believe she
Yeah.
called the police on us. She actually called the police on us. We're doing our civic duty. And she called the municipal police on us to arrest us.
Yes.
In
Council's not in
chambers.
session.
Unbelievable.
Council's not in session right
These
now.
city councils have gotten letters after letters after letters, and they have not answered it.
And they
All
turned the
they-
lights off on us.
All they
Wow.
need to do.
Turn the light.
Unbelievable.
All they
This
need
is
to do.
democracy in action, people.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this.
Let's go,
I'm
guys,
glad
please.
this is on camera. Really. And this is what we're teaching our children to aspire to.
Guys, you just had something that will happen for students. Cancel.
They need
you
to
guys.
learn what their civic
All right, let's
duties
go.
are.
Let's go.
We're doing this for our children. Don't go anywhere. We're doing this for our children.
Yeah, but you guys can't even let them kids have their say.
We are doing this for our children.
Absolutely.
Don't
This is
leave.
civic in action.
Don't leave.
This is civic in action.
Don't leave.
This is civic in action.
We have to go. I mean, they all.
This
You don't tell us what to do. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? What's your name?
But right now, they're not here.
You don't tell us what to do. It's time for you to go. Who do you think you are? This is our city. We pay the taxes that built this building.
I do too.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
20 years.
65 years.
All right, guys.
Go away.
Sir, you don't speak to an officer like that.
Don't tell me how to speak to anybody. Who are you?
Again, I'm not screaming at you.
Okay, then don't talk to me. Do you know me? Don't talk to me.
I understand, but
You don't understand.
But you are telling us something that we know about. We know. Listen. I'll give you a little background, sir. I was chief of staff in this city council for 8 years. I know the rules. The council is not in session. This is a public building. You do not have the right to remove us from a public building, particularly when the set. No, you don't. Unless we're causing damage. We're not causing damage. We're not endangering the public.
They're not.
They're just tools.
I know.
We made up our mind.
I know.
We made up.
I'm sure
I'm sure they do, but you don't have the right to tell us to leave.
What I'm saying, like, the fact that you guys stand here and there's nobody here, just like, I mean.
That's our right.
Yeah, but the thing is,
That's our right. That's our right.
Called civil disobedience.
Now, to let you know,
Look
they
it up.
have humiliated us over the last year. They've humiliated because we politely asked through 4 letters to have a hearing. And they've ignored us. They humiliated us. So this is some background for you. And you should know what you're fighting against. You're trying to protect them being arrogant and them disregarding our rights as citizens.
So what I understand your case, but my thing is, like, we're here for a reason.
I know you're here for a reason. You're here to protect the public safety.
Right.
We are not endangering the public. We're here in a civic venue expressing our civic rights.
Right.
So we haven't started any.
Right,
we haven't
I understand.
we haven't hit anybody.
Right.
We haven't threatened anybody.
Exactly.
That's why you can arrest us, can you?
Exactly.
Okay. So we're leaving.
Right.
But don't try. I don't think you did, but some of them tried to threaten us like we were breaking the law.
Listen, I mean, the thing, I don't do that. My thing's like, I'm sure they get your message, they get the, you used to be here, you know the drill.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Exactly, so therefore, I wasn't trying to, like, brush you off or anything.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Pardon me, my good brother.
Thank you, gentlemen.